You need to push the notebook up a little bit.
Actually, I want to go over here because I need to
Okay.
look around. Let me just move this stuff.
We have, it says excellent connection, and we are live. I'm just letting you know. But I'm going to need to, yeah, there you go. Wait, nope.
No, I know. I'm going to move this over.
You're moving? Okay. All right.
Better?
Hi, everybody. I don't know if anybody's here yet, but, oh, hi. There's Bethany. Hello, my favorite tea and crumpets. Okay, I love that new one. Hey,
Bethany.
Nixie is here.
Hey, Nixia. Donna told me that you started posting.
I thought
I gotta
he
go
knew. I thought he knew that you were
Unless somebody
posting.
tells me, I don't
know. I know. I'm just saying, I thought you knew, but anyways. Yeah. Oh, Steph Nerd's here too. Two Real Geeks says, hey there. Artist.
Hey, Two Real Geeks, how are you doing?
Artist with Egos says, hey. Steph Nerd says, morning. Hi, friend. We've got a hello from Singapore. Lana says hi. Anime Bro says hello from India. Bob says hi from Sweden. GW Brick says hi from Canada. Autumn says hi. Abigail Abraham says hello. It's been a while.
How is everybody doing?
Mud Does Art says morning, everyone. I love that name. That's great. Bethany says, indeed, next video went up this morning. All right, everybody. So, for all of you who have been asking for oil tutorials, Bethany Primrose, you want to follow her channel. She is posting videos. Any oil questions, I am going to refer to her. Space Dust says hello, and Justin says hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. So, let me see. Let me. Where'd I had a phone. I had a thing. I'm a mess this morning. Just bear with me on this one.
What are you doing?
I'm just doing this. I'm replying to one of our mods. Gosh, you guys. Gail's here. She says, fabulous fart around Friday. How are you two doing? How was your trip to the zoo? Oh my God, our trip to the zoo was amazing.
So cute.
Amazing. We met Z, the clouded leopard. He was 9 months old. It is so funny. People always, like, I've heard some people say, oh, animals are stupid. Animals are this. Animals are more like humans than if you just sit with an animal for 5 minutes, you will realize he was 9 months old and he acted just like a little kid. He was jumping from place to place and playing with his little ball, and he had a little cone in there and he's grabbing his cone. And can I just tell you, the Nashville Zoo posted a picture of mountain lions, cougars, at one point and called their paws murder mittens. This guy has murder mittens. His paws are enormous.
Yeah, so cute.
Oh my God. And a really long tail.
This is a picture Donna took.
Ugh.
Look at that face.
Yeah, he was just like, look at him. Oh, I can't even. He's so cute. Such a worthwhile thing.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are well. We are good, living the life in Orlando and enjoying the parks. Yay!
Oh, yes. We want to come see you.
We definitely need to come see you.
Yeah.
I do believe you owe us a visit as well.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah, we got to catch up. It's been a while since, I think the last time we spoke was when I did the interview with you guys.
Oh God, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. I think it was 3 years ago. All right.
Hey guys, so go follow Two Real Geeks. These are our cousins and we love them very much, and they do all of these really, really cool videos. They're down in Orlando and they go to the parks and they do all this really cool stuff. And anyways, just go follow them. They're awesome.
All right. So my travel journal, I have not been able to do as much as I had wanted to, but we have been able to go to the zoo a lot, which has been really, really great.
Yeah, that's been fun.
About a month ago, we went to Paris, Tennessee, and they have a little Eiffel Tower.
They did.
Little. I mean, it was still big. It was like maybe 20 feet tall.
Yeah, it
but,
was.
And then, of course, Santa came and visited. But, so like I did some quick sketches, and then I sketched at the airport
Oh,
because
did
we
he
had
ever?
we had a layover.
No,
not a layover,
delay.
an
Yes.
hour delay. So I just sketched real quick. So I thought I would start with that today, and then I did. I mean, you could see this is how rough my sketches are. I always take a picture, so I'll show you guys what that sketch is. It's this.
Scott is not sick today. They said you sound sick today. He is cold.
I'm cold. I'm
He is-
wearing.
if you could see him right now,
I'm wearing
he's got this
full.
Yeah, it's like a blanket.
It's a blanket.
It's like
but
one of those. It's called a cozy. It's
a
like one of those blankets. It's like
the comfy.
the comfy, and it's literally a blanket that
It's
you can
cold.
wear. Yeah,
I'm cold. I don't know why. The Hobbit hole's usually very warm, but it's cold
it
today.
actually is chilly in here today.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be better for me and not so good for you. We're
But
just having. We're having a
see
moment.
this little sketch? That's what I was seeing, and but it's just a quick little sketch. This one is that tree right there, and then this is where's the sunset? There's the sunset. So, and then this one I spent, obviously, I erased it and I cleaned it up because I went back to it later, and I spent more time. But it is this one, which I thought was really pretty.
Oh,
But-
Lady Z's having a bad day, so hopefully we'll brighten up her day.
Oh, I hope you do have a better day. So yeah, I mean, you can see the ones where I will spend more time. Like I go back, I erase it, and I go okay, and like I'm still trying to figure out how I want to have the palm tree barking. But some of these are really, really, really rough. That I did actually on the plane. Some of these. But all right, so we're gonna do that because I don't like having pages that are unfinished. And
Oh my God, he has so many pages that are unfinished.
yeah, I have 1, 2,
So
3, 4,
many pages.
5. 6, 7. I want to do 2 more pages of Carmel, but I want to just do larger pieces. And then I've got to do the clouded leopard.
Oh
page
gosh, you have to
because
do that.
I was he was so cute that I
Yeah.
was just doing like little, and I was like, this is looking more like a capybara than it is. I was like looking up more than I was looking down. So I was like, I'm just gonna just grab some
Well,
photos.
the best part was some of the video that you're going to see. We gave the keeper the extra phone that we have that we usually
Yeah.
video with, and she took it into
Like right up
the
to
cage.
nose boops.
Oh my God, you guys! Literally nose boops with the clouded leopard. It was so cool.
Cute, yeah.
Yeah. So we were not in the cage with him. It will look like we are in the cage with him, but we are not in the cage with him. So, but it was cool. It was really cool.
All right, let me.
Scott does like sculpting. He would like to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Floof is here.
I
I haven't joined the lives in a long time, but I've returned. How are you guys? We're good.
Good. Welcome back.
Do you have any tips for practicing drawing older people? Any tips on wrinkles? Should I do them with a pen or color?
I think people have painted, drawn, sculpted. I mean, the medium doesn't matter. It really doesn't. When you're doing older people, if it's somebody that you know, don't emphasize the wrinkles.
Yeah,
They
like
don't-
me.
Yeah, they don't like that.
No,
but if
we
it's just a
don't like that.
random
No, we
old
do not.
person, get in there and have fun. Like if you're doing like Gandalf or something like that.
Play with those wrinkles,
Yeah,
baby.
play and just have fun. But I like inking that, but gouache works, well too.
Mm-hmm.
Colored pencils, all of that. All right, I'm gonna
He's taking off the
Really?
comfy. His teeth are gonna chatter. You're gonna hear
things I
his
do
teeth
for my
chatter.
art. All right, let's get some art made.
Oh,
Let me drink some
God.
more tea.
We have we're a little wonky this morning, so bear with us today,
Yeah.
okay? We're having a little bit of a morning, so.
So this is the photo I took while I was sketching, because I always take a photo when I'm sketching.
Oh, hello from the Ukraine. We hope you guys are doing better.
Yeah, we are sending you our love
Yeah.
and support.
So much support. Let's see. We are doing well. We have a good afternoon from Germany. Clover Love says I made it finally.
Welcome.
Scott does use gouache. Bethany is correct. He likes gouache. Letter Ladies, he says, I used to live in Monterey. Beautiful place, and the airport is so cute. Okay. So let's have a conversation about the airport. Yes, it's adorable. I think I'm just old and cranky because I want to get in and out. I don't want to wait for things. And this last trip was just one giant, hey, we're canceling your flight.
Yeah,
hey,
but it
we're
wasn't
doing this.
the airport's. I mean,
no, it wasn't the airport's fault. You're right. It was the airline. But, oh, boy, howdy. Yeah, that reminded me why travel is not fun anymore. I'm currently home from school due to being a little under the weather, but my day just got better now that I joined your live. I love you guys.
Oh, we love you
this
too.
This is Gizzard Beth. That's a great name. That's
we
cute.
hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, feel better.
Just relax today.
Oh, they said, yeah, come on down. LOL. They do owe us a visit. When you come down, I have Universal tickets for you. Woohoo! Well, we're not going by ourselves. So if we come down, we're going with you. Hey, Joy is here. Finally, I have arrived. How I miss you. How are you, Joy?
Hey, Joy.
Good night. How is everyone? We are good.
My airplanes are always a little wonky. And
your airplanes are not wonky.
They are wonky.
Scott would love the stuff I do at work. I actually have worked on Dino Skin and E.T. I also have a piece of skin from Jaws. Wow.
Wow.
You're doing some cool stuff. What kind of paper does Scott use that does not warp?
Oh,
That's
this is Be Creative's 100% cotton paper. It is the best paper I've ever used.
Yeah. Gamer Kid wants to know, what's a good paper to paint? What are you painting? What kind of paint are you using?
Yeah.
And we will happily tell you what we think. Ruby Key says, hello from Vietnam. I just saw The Princess Bride last night. I had no idea it was so funny.
Yeah, it's a really funny movie.
Oh, God. It's a great movie. Classic. Oh, my God, you guys. There's not enough tea for this morning. Let's see. So I started an art project yesterday. This is Unknown Fool. And my friend asked me to make a cat with fish fins. I took that and made a yin and yang fish cat. A catfish.
Hey, that's great.
That's great. The catfish is a lion-like cat, and I made a shark. Nice.
I love it.
We give you the warm weather from India. Please accept this hypothetical gift from India. We will take it, Arastu. Thank you. We will take that. We could use it. Sky's been sick for 3 days.
Ugh.
It's been great, to be honest, because I'm not sick enough to be able to go to school, but I'm not too sick to not be able to make art. That's a great way to be positive about it.
It is.
Cloverlove says, man, I'm with y'all. I'm freezing. Nixia says, I know of a blanket you can use in the Hobbit hole. Warm up.
Yes.
I know.
It's sitting right here.
He wishes that he could put it around himself while he's painting. I won't let him touch it while he's painting because I don't know that paint would come out of it. So
watercolor's pretty good about getting
you are not putting that around you while you paint.
No, I can't. So when I draw sitting at an airport, I just start like the proportions of stuff or whatever. I just kind of I'm like, I don't want to be here,
Danny's a ride tech at Universal. Get out of town! How freaking cool is that?
Oh, that's great.
Oh my God, how fun is that? You guys are living the life. Oh, man. How fun is that? Charlie wants to know if you could draw some cartoons, for example, The Simpsons, but in your style.
I draw cartoons all the time. I don't know if I ever add my own style to it because then it stops being a cartoon.
Yeah.
But
you did try caricature.
Yeah, but I mean that's I've had people ask me if I could do like a cartoon or anime and then make it realistic and whatnot. But I mean the answer is probably yes, but I just haven't seen the haven't had that aha moment to say, oh yeah, okay, that's how I should do it.
Yeah, Cody says, good morning, getting ready to go to Sedona. Can't wait to paint there. You know what? You're going to love the colors. Oh my God, you're going to love the colors.
Yeah.
The place that stunned me the most on our cross-country drive a couple years ago was Utah.
Yeah.
I did not think I was going to be blown away by how beautiful the rock formations were and the colors. Oops. Oh my God. Bricks Wayne says, hi Scott, never actually said that I love your art. No, let me rephrase, your art is beautiful.
Oh,
provided by autocorrect. You're so funny. Cats or dogs? All animals, but I'm allergic to cats, so I will go with dogs. And we do have a dog. Her name is Arwen. She's 11 and a half. She's an old lady. Do you plan on visiting India anytime soon? We wish.
So here's the thing. I was writing and directing a movie based on a comic book called Angara from the 90s. And I was supposed to come out and work there, or at least visit from time to time, visit the studio.
No, you were supposed to work with the studio.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I wasn't going to, like, be living there, but I'm saying,
yeah.
You know, so yeah. And they just, you know, we'd written the script and whatnot, and they just kept changing their mind, and then I don't know what happened. At some point, it just stopped, and I think they ran out of money or something. Yeah. But
that's typically what happens.
It's usually what
films.
happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I got paid for a while, and it was good, and I got to learn a lot about Indian culture and you know, a lot of the gods and goddesses and whatnot.
That was actually really cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah. The older I get, the more I like to learn about different cultures. It's pretty neato.
But that was like 2 years ago, and so we're hoping that something like that happens again because, you know,
we'd love to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we wouldn't love to get on a plane.
Yeah. As you might have known from the videos that I posted, travel isn't really my friend, but I still want to do it because I don't want to miss out.
Yeah, you want the
on the world. I want to experience. I want to see the beautiful places.
Yeah.
So.
And oh boy, howdy, was it great to see our kid? Let me tell you, there's nothing when you're a mom. There's nothing like hugging your kids. So for all you kids out there, let your moms hug you. We love you so much. Calzone Daniel says, there's no private info there. Is there? You're so sweet. Thank you for that. No, it's just a boarding pass, as Bethany said.
Yeah, I checked.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah. And I will have you know, Scott always gives me all of his like papers, receipts, everything, because he knows I collect them all to put in my travel journal. So I have everything, and I keep them in order, right? Because I'm a freak that way. So I pull out my little travel thing, and I'm putting all my stuff in. And he says to me, like, goes like the second to the last day, he goes, hey, do you have my boarding pass? I think I want to paste it in my journal. I was like, oh, I do. And so I go in and I'm like, and so he says, can we put it in? And I was like, do you want glue stick or do you want the tape runner? Because of course I brought a glue stick and a tape runner to put it in this.
She's prepared.
I was very prepared. It was very cool. I didn't use 90% of the stuff I brought again.
Yeah.
No comments.
I brought my travel. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You know what? I did because I painted Brendan playing rugby.
Yeah, you did.
So I did. I did actually. I got to use my sketchbook, which was nice.
Yeah, you did use it. I, however, did not do that. Hey, Scott, I need some tips. I'm currently looking forward to getting into the comic industry. That's aquending.
If I'm assuming you're talking about art. Yes. In which case I would say study film and start to look at camera cuts when they cut camera. Look at your panels like that. Mm-hmm. That's not traditionally how comics are done, but I think that is that worked for me because I did. I looked at mine like animation, and so when I did Spider-Man and I did the Dreamland Chronicles and whatnot, that's how I looked at it. So give that a shot and see. I think it'll give you a more cinematographic.
Yeah, cinematographic.
Cinematic.
Cinematic.
Thank
there you go.
Give
Sorry.
you more cinematic.
I don't know. I'm tired and it's early.
It'll give you more cinematic feel to your work.
Danny wants to know if you've ever worked with any Universal franchises before.
Yes. I did Aliens vs. Predator and X-Files. I think it was Universal. It was Fox. But Fox bought Universal or something, but because I did it for
No.
Universal Interactive when I was
No, Disney bought Fox.
okay, but at the time, I mean, because I did X-Files through Mike Heilman, which was Universal Interactive, right?
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
But yeah, I've done that. I'm trying to think of other things I've done with Universal.
You've done too many things. Your resume's too long. Dana Mercury's here.
Hey, Dana Mercury.
Good morning, friend. And we have a Jamie Brown.
Hello.
How you feeling, Jamie? You doing good, honey? We love you. Art Nouveau Simpsons would be cool. Oh my God. Oh. Gab is trying to transfer some heat from the Philippines. Also some hot cocoa and tea. We have tea this morning.
Oh, thank you all. All right. So you can see my
What is your other hardest thing to draw besides hands?
feet, but cars are really hard.
Oh, Jayashri says, "Hey Scott, I watched your movie Animal Crackers. It is an amazing masterpiece.
Thank you. That's so nice of you.
We're so glad you liked it."
It was so fun to make.
Yeah, highlight of our life for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's see. I'm currently painting along with you on your live. That's Clara. What you painting, Clara? Creative Chameleon is watching from Idaho.
Oh.
Have you read The Silmarillion?
No. I couldn't even get through Lord of the Rings. I just
Reading.
Yeah, as soon as we got to Tom Bombadil, I was falling asleep. So no, The Hobbit is more my pace.
Is it just me or does my Micron 0.1 nib always stop working after a month?
Oh gosh.
How hard do you press down with the pen?
Yeah, maybe look and see how hard you're pressing down. Or is it just if you're using it a lot? I mean, it's possible to run out of ink. I don't think I ever run out of ink. I always ruin the nibs.
Sorry, gotta let the puppy outside. She wants to go. If it's raining, dude, you're on your own, okay? Girlfriend. Alright? If it's raining, girlfriend, you are on your own. I am not taking any responsibility. Oh, yummy, baby.
All right.
Okay. Let's see what else we got over here. Sorry if I'm missing your comments today.
By the way, this was our plane. This one right here.
Bear with me. I am working on it.
This is one of those things where they toss your luggage down there when they say, "Oh, sorry, we've got too much," and then it slides down.
Battlebrook says, "Good morning, Scott and Donna. How are you guys today? I got my tablet monitor working so I can do digital art on my PC, not just on my iPad. Also, I've recovered from my cold. Yay!
Oh, that's great.
Hope you're doing well." Danny says, "It's funny. Every time I walk through the park in the Marvel area, I think of you. Yeah, it's an awesome job that I have, and I love it. Love being around the fun all the time. Gosh, I bet.
Great.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I love that for you guys.
And you got out, went to a place where you guys are just happy.
Yeah, you're happy.
That is a wonderful thing.
It's huge. We were just talking about that yesterday. It's just so important. Like, so full disclosure, and for all 224 of you that are here presently, I've been having a rough time lately. So,
she's back.
Oh, good grief, that dog.
She's like, it's too cold out here. It's too windy.
I'm not dealing with this. So being happy, I think, is super, super important wherever you are. But if you can really enjoy where you are and be happy, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you want to go up these stairs? Do you want me to let you go?
I think a lot of times when you're drawing something like this, you can just make stuff up and no one's going to know the difference. Like, I could just add like little bits and bobs and whatever. And
oh, you want mom. That's what you want. Come here, I'll hold you. Oh, okay. I'm now holding a 30-pound dog on my lap while we read your comments. Oh, let's see. Oh, I got you. You're not going anywhere. Say hi to everybody. Can you say hi to everybody? Here, let me see if we can you say hi. Nope, now she's not going to make any noises because I want her to make noises. Let's see. It really is an endless vacation for us. Each day is a new adventure. We're definitely living the best life that we can be. I love that. I love hearing that. I love that for you guys. I love it, love it, love it. Can I have advice on how to draw a dog?
Oh, get a photo or look at a dog.
Or trace it. Trace the photo. Yeah.
I mean, it's. I don't know how to draw any particular thing. You know, like here's how you draw. So much as just I've been practicing drawing what I see all my life. So basically, if you gave me a picture of a jellyfish, which I've never drawn, I can draw it. If you give me a picture of a race car, I can draw it because I can look at it. Now, I'm not going to draw it as expertly as someone who draws them all the time, but I can draw pretty much anything like an airplane because I can look at it and draw it. And that's the thing you want to get to is this. You just keep doing it. Keep doing it, and you will get better.
That's your draw everything every day.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Donna has Arwen cradled like a baby.
She's in my lap, just snuggling.
All right.
Oh, I think Stefner says I think my dog recognizes Donna's talking to a dog voice because he's looking at my computer. No.
All right, so now I'm going to use my .005 to give the impression of something being in the distance.
LOL. Or trace the dog. Don't do that. Not literally stick the dog, hold him down, and trace him. Come on.
Oh God, I think the
Phoenix artist says, "Well, now you got to draw a jellyfish."
Yeah, I think the nib is done on this one.
Yes, I do. Berolina says, "I haven't been in your lives in a while, and I'm now enjoying hearing Donna's voice much more clearly." Yeah, you. Come on. Yes, we have a new setup. We have some new software we bought, and I have a mic. So I am sitting at a desk now, and God, we have just. Dana says, Arwen is a baby. Yeah, she is my little baby. She's the only one I get to cuddle and cradle anymore since my other babies are like 6'1" and 6'5".
All right, brand new pen.
There's no cradling. Oh, wait, but you're using a micron now.
Yeah, look.
What's the choice?
Here, come here.
Oh, okay, hold on. Coming over. What am I looking at? Oh, ew.
And I'm saying, can you see?
Oh my God, there's no nib left.
There's no nib left. See, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little teeny tiny.
Here, put your hand behind it.
No, it's not autofocus.
It's not? You turned it on. Okay.
But anyways, so that's...
Wow, there is literally no nib left on that one. Give me that. We're throwing that away. There you go. Oh, it's the 005.
Which I've got a 6-pack of them, so it's fine.
God, I hate these. How do you use these?
Very carefully.
No, they're just so awful and small and tiny and microscopic. Ugh.
That's what they're there for.
Says a woman who has a 1.1 millimeter, like one of the largest nibs you can get on her fountain pen, because I like a nice bold line. I like bold lines. Next step, mic for the dog. I know, right? I wish, when she was sitting in my lap, I was trying to get her to talk, but she wouldn't do it. I tagged Scott and Donna in the Red Panda drawing video I posted yesterday. Oh, where did you post it, RC Artist? What software are you guys using? LOL, sorry, we're talking tech now, and that's down my road. You're so fun. Danny's so funny. What are we using?
Oh, to
stream now.
To stream?
Yeah, what is this called? vMix?
vMix.
Yeah. That's what
we're doing the 90-day free trial, and so far it's been really good.
It's not bad though. It's only $50, I think, after that. Is it $50 after that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. But
Yep, but indeed.
Yeah, I know. I'm just Donna's having a moment. Bear with me on that. I don't know what I'm doing today. Let's see. So sweet to hear Donna giving loud kisses to Arwen. I do the same with my dog. I often wonder what they think when a human makes such noises on them. I think they love it. We had her at the vet. She's a medical board now with her heart condition and stuff. And so she's been so lovey since I got home. Like, she's literally sitting right behind my chair on the floor. She's just been like, and she just looks at me and stares at me. I mean, she does this normally, but she's even more now than she was before. What are you doing? We're not going back outside. You want me to hold you again? What's going on? Come here. I'll hold you. Come on. Come on. You have your moment. Oh, you go upstairs? Okay, hold on. Upstairs time? All right, come on. You need some water? You need breakfast?
God, these buildings are so wonky and horrible.
Oh, you're doing fine. All right. Okay, here we go. What is your favorite Lord of the Rings or Hobbit movie?
Oh, I think The Fellowship is my favorite.
Okay. Let's see. Nixia. Oh gosh, I know. Crazy. Let's see. I posted a video drawing Scott with Prismacolor color pencils on my channel. It was my first portrait, but I think it turned out okay.
Oh, that's great.
Did you tag us? We'd love to see it. I would love to see that. My cat is mad at us when we bring him home from bed. Yeah. She's they take care of her really, really well there, and I prefer her being there because they know how to deal with it if she has a problem with her medication or something. But yeah. Ooh, she was mad.
She was.
She's mad. Yeah. She gets this look on her face like, you know, she just makes all these noises and okay, Pastimers Club says, my family is like, you should not do art. It's wasting your time. Study instead. And 10 seconds later, they're like, oh, why don't you make something for us to decorate? I don't understand. Yeah, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The parents want their kids to not have to worry about money. You want your kids to be happy, but you also don't want them to
struggle.
Be worried about money. Mm-hmm. So that's the dilemma of parents.
Yeah.
And you know, I always say that if you have a secondary skill, do that for your, you know, like go to college and do that. So that way, because you don't really need to go to school for art. You know, you can just make art. You don't have to do it for a living. You could just make art. You don't have to be a professional. But if you ever want to, you'll at least have something to fall back on. I don't. He falls
back on me.
Yeah, when projects go away, and it's like, okay, I got nothing else. I can't go to be an accountant or anything.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Boy, oh boy. Let me tell you. I've been practicing drawing landscapes. Any tips?
Oh God, keep practicing. I did a video on how I do perspective, and it's like with Legos, so maybe the mods could put that in there. Oh,
hi, it's Scarlett in Seattle. Today is my 13th birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I love sketching, and the tips from your videos are helping me get better.
Oh, that's wonderful. I hope you have a wonderful day.
I hope there's cake. I mean, you're 13. You got to have cake.
Just be thankful Donna's not nearby. She'd want to share some of that cake.
Hey, that's what you do on your birthday.
Are you going to eat that?
You should. Do you want those roses? Yeah,
Donna
I'll take that for you.
Donna loves the pure sugar roses, you know.
Those are the best. Oh my God, they're so good. Oh, they're so good. Now I want cake. See what you did.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah, now it's your fault. I'm blaming you. Do you use the hot or cold setting when you use your blow dryer?
Hot.
Does it burn the paper?
Nope.
That's going to be the next question.
Paper.
How does it not burn the paper?
It's not hot enough to burn. I mean, it's a hairdryer.
Do you have... Yes, it was my hairdryer, for those of you who've asked in the past, that he stole from me, that I went looking for one day. I don't really typically ever use a hairdryer unless it's like the dead of winter and it's freezing. And I only to find it covered in paint in the Hobbit hole and realizing, oh great, now I have to find a new hairdryer. Okay.
Actually, the whole scene is kind of blue.
Oh gosh.
It's blue.
This person says, I perfectly understand Scott's micron struggles. They wear out so easily.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Blow dryer.
Hey, Lily Check is here.
Oh, for those of you who didn't see the community posts.
Bethany says, I will always share my cake with Donna and she can have all my roses. This is a totally true statement and I will tell you why. Because Bethany just doesn't really care for the frosting.
Nobody does but you.
I know. I don't know why. I don't know why. So she will literally scoop the frosting off and stick it on my plate. I love you, Bethany.
This is the finished piece. I will make a video about it today. But that's the one that we were working on Wednesday. I think I spent at least another hour, if not another hour and a half on it.
No, you easily spent an hour and a half. Yeah, it's really pretty. Really pretty. Look at the details you're putting into that. That's crazy, dude.
All right, here we go.
Let's see. Oh, Trin says good morning and hello to all the moderators, Scott and Donna, and everyone else, of course.
Good morning.
My favorite flower is a carnation. I know. I'm crazy. Most people like that. Like roses or something like that. Stefan says, that's okay, Donna. You get the cake and Jamie, and she'll have pie and ice cream with Jamie. I don't understand pie for a birthday. I mean, I love you and I, you know, whatever makes you happy. It's just funny. I don't get pie and a birthday. Donna, was it a hairstyle or hairdryer or a regular old hairdryer? No, it wasn't one of those fancy schmancy ones. It was just a plain old hairdryer. No, just like a Conair, whatever, generic hairdryer. And it just wasn't there one day. And I was like, wait, where's my hairdryer? Oh, God. That's how often I use it. You can tell. Let's see. Honey, what paper are you using? Sentience World would like to know.
This is Be Creative's watercolor, cold press watercolor sketchbook.
Mm-hmm. Which are not easy to get, but we do get them on Blick. So check on Blick. And I know for a fact they're not getting rid of the 5.5 by 8.5 notebook because I called.
That's what I'm currently using.
Yeah, that's what he's currently using. I called the Be Creative company. So just letting you know. Hey, Ryan's here and says, good morning. I need to keep better travel journals myself. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to look back on your travels. It's a lot of fun. I'm actually kind of thinking I am redoing my travel journals.
Blow dryer.
Danny, I would tell you, you know, I'm really bad, so it's okay. Danny's like, you can't be as bad as me. Oh, you've got a lot more practice than I do, my friend. Okay, here's a question from Perseus 25. Do you create art to tell a story or tell a story by creating art? That's interesting.
I went to school and I studied. My major was illustration, and illustration is storytelling. Mm-hmm. That said, I don't think I'm a very good storyteller when it comes to my art. I think I'm a better storyteller when it comes to my writing and directing and whatnot. But I don't think my art tells a story.
I think your travel journal tells a story.
But that's the writing part of it.
You think?
You know, yeah, it's the turning the page and reading what happened and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a very good storyteller. I don't think I've really like Norman Rockwell was the best.
Oh God.
You know,
yeah, put yourself up against the pinnacle
I'm
of
just saying,
storytelling.
Like,
go ahead.
He could tell a story in a single image. You could look at it and you could see so much in it. You could the
Yeah,
viewer
that's
kind of
true.
plays detective a little bit. You get the obvious, and then you start to see little things
Yeah.
in there that
Yeah.
and I think that's wonderful. But
He really was a master at storytelling in a single image.
yes, yeah, and hold on, I need purple.
IELTS Prep Pro says, "Hey Scott, are the Fudenosuke pens worth buying? I get better results with zebra pens and superior pens. Was wondering how to get my Fudenosuke to work again. They're drying now.
I've never used them.
I've used them a couple of times. I think once those are dry, they're dry.
Yeah.
Steph Nerd, I know have you tried those? But I'm pretty sure I've had a couple of those. And I think once they're dried out, they're done. You have to throw them away. Yeah. Cats are little fluff balls of chaos and anarchy. That is a very true statement. And they all have such great personalities, though. Nature Fairy says you're so creative.
Oh, thank you.
Nixia, you're only on your third cup? You're slowing down, girl. I am just on my third right now. Moving over to the third. I have learned that when we go live, I have one mug that I drink out of, that I bring down with me, and then I have a travel mug because it keeps it hot. So I bring a travel mug to the Hobbit hole.
All right, so
God.
regarding storytelling, what I am doing is I am going to have the foreground planes and equipment and whatnot be darker. And then the background's going to be lighter, so it separates that. So I'm going to just keep pushing this darker so that way... so let me add a little bit of grass.
Oh, you did tag us. Okay, we'll go back and look to see that. We get tagged on so many
you
things,
didn't
so
wanna
just
do
give
that.
us a little bit.
That's why I should blow dried.
You didn't blow dry? My God.
Oh, you didn't hear it, did you?
No, I didn't hear it.
That's why the leading into the purples.
Danny says their dog is a drama queen. I want to meet your puppy. She looks like a cutie patootie. Never met an animal I didn't like. People? Yes. Animals? No. When I sketch, I sometimes draw and erase over and over again, and it ruins the paper for when I color it.
Yeah.
Any tips to prevent that?
Do your sketching in a sketchbook on a separate page, and then trace it once you're happy with it. Blow dryer. What I think I might do is I might go warm and cool colors to also separate it. So background's going to be warm.
Yeah. Scott, is there any story behind your profile picture?
No, that's just one of those filters. I just took a photo and I added one of those filters that just made it look kind of cute. That's all it is.
Hollyflower Art says, I'm studying to be an art teacher for middle schoolers since I'm good with kids. Ugh. So needed. So needed. That is such a critical time for kids, and I just love that so much for you. And I love that for the future kids you're going to teach.
Yeah. Blow dryer. You know what? I think I'm going to add a line here of sunlight.
Okay, Gail, I have not tried that Scottish morn tea yet. I will try that Monday morning. How's that? I have not tried that yet. I actually opened up the box, went through everything, did the video, and then I have the box sitting next to my desk, and unfortunately I haven't had a chance to play with anything because we left the next day.
Yeah.
I literally posted the video and then we left, and I've been playing catch up ever since. You're so funny. You actually responded to my silly question. That's why we're here.
We love silly questions.
We love silly questions. We love funny questions. We love engaging questions. We love all questions. We are 48 minutes into the live.
Are we really?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. I'm still noodling this.
Let's see. Could you make a review of your books? Of his sketchbooks, you mean?
There is a whole playlist on them, and
Yeah.
I walk through them when I'm done. So yes, you can go and look at that.
Yeah.
It's a travel journal playlist.
Borska says, Scott, I like painting when it's raining. Do you like painting when it's sunny or when it's raining?
I like sun. I like to paint light and shadow. That's my thing. I really do love that.
Mr. Funny Cal, I am going to reiterate Emma's question and ask, what do you need tips with? What are you struggling with? What do you think of Alex Ross's gouache paintings?
Oh, my favorite. I love his work.
Okay, so Scott had a happy accident, Ghosty, and you can find that in the, where's the one with the hair journal? Is it in the hair journal playlist that you
Which one are you
spilled
talking?
the ink?
Oh, God. Yeah, the hair journal. It was this one. And you can still see the ink splotches
Yeah.
on
There's
it.
still
but
ink
the
on the
orange
floor.
just spilled all over it.
Yeah. Let's see. And Blick has joined us.
Hey, Blick.
This morning we received a long, thoughtful message from an older artist in poor health about lifelong learning and how art always gives us new possibilities. We can't stop thinking about it. Ugh.
Ah.
You know what? I love to hear older people talk about lifelong learning. And I love that older people are still doing art.
Yeah.
I love that. I want to be, there was a quote at one point that said, I don't want to get old gracefully. I want to go screaming in at the end with a coffee in one hand and a paintbrush in the other hand, you know? And I'm not wording it correctly, but you get the gist. And I think it's so important to always be learning and moving forward. The older I get, the more stuff I realize that I don't know that I want to learn. More history, more culture, more art, more everything. I love that. Thanks for sharing that. Tired Mama says, I think we'll be bringing our sketch and coloring books to our basement today. This may help others ease their fears today. Think happy thoughts. I think bringing your sketch and coloring books anywhere is a great idea. We used to do things like when it was Christmas, we would take books and coloring books and stuff, and we would sit underneath the Christmas tree and we'd color by the lights of the Christmas tree. Sternberger says, all this talk about tea has convinced me to get up and go make a cup. Thanks for the encouragement and be right back. We'll be here. Okay, so if you tag me in it, yes, I will see it. The best place to send us stuff is for us to see stuff is the Discord, honestly. What is your most favorite drawing?
Probably the Animal Crackers movie poster. All right, I'm going to let that sit for a bit and...
How do you know what colors you need to use? Good question.
Well, if you saw, I started off with, okay, so here was the photo. Let me show you. This is the photo I took as I was sketching. So I always take a photo when I'm sitting down to sketch. And I was like, oh, everything's kind of blue. So I went over everything with blue. And then as I was going, I was like, oh, you know what? Look, there's this shadow here. And then, this is warmer in the background, and this stuff is cooler. And so then I was like, oh, so I went back. And so I just kind of make adjustments as I'm going. But for the most part, I usually start off, this time I didn't, but I usually start off with warm colors, and then I'll cool it down. Because it's easier to cool down warm colors than it is to warm up cool colors. And so that's usually what I do. But I didn't this time, which is why it's in my sketchbook. Who cares? It's not, doesn't have to be perfect. So
Is it a mood thing? What color you start with sometimes?
like I said, I almost always start off with Windsor Orange.
Right.
But like I
We
said,
know.
So it's.
But why this time did you decide to
I
start off with something
just,
different?
I just looked at it and saw all blue.
Okay.
And so, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh no, there's warmth here. There's this.
Yeah.
It's just, sometimes you just don't. Maybe it's the morning and I wasn't paying attention.
Well, you were cold earlier, so maybe that since you were cold, you went with the darker colors.
Yeah, maybe. I don't like to leave just parts white, so I'm gonna just give it some texture. And you can see apparently I had erased and my eraser was not all the way out, and so I scraped the paper.
See, even Scott scrapes the paper. Sarah
Not
Wilson,
even, especially Scott.
I love your comment.
And then I'm going to just write about our horrible, horrible travel experience.
It was
and then I'll just move on.
The worst. Oh my God. Mr. Funny Cow says, I'm not struggling with any particular things, but I just don't think my art is very good, so I'm looking for ways to improve.
Drawing every day will definitely help. If you're having a struggle with a particular medium, what helped me was just trying a different medium. Because like I was like I can't do anymore with colored pencils. I was so like so done with them that I just had to move on and try watercolors.
Wow, so many good. Yes, that is the boarding pass. Scott's boarding pass. Okay, so these are all sort of similar questions. People say, what can I do to get better at drawing? What advice do you have for artists that struggle to focus and keep going? And how can I improve my art?
As artists, we're always trying to improve our art. You're not alone. This is a struggle for all of us.
Daily.
Through our entire life, our career, our everything. So don't look at it as I've got to fix this to get good. It's you're never going to go, oh, I've made it. I have now figured out art. It's not. Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. It's not like that. You're going to learn one thing and then you're going to find 12 more things that you hate about your art, or you're going to see a style that you really love and you're like, why can't I draw like that? And that's just the beauty of it, is it's a lifelong journey. So don't fret over it. It's you're the fact that you want to get better is all that matters. The fact that you want to improve, you want to grow, and you want to see your art. Just keep looking at other people's art. Keep looking at the world around you and getting inspired by other artists and the beauty in nature and architecture and history, and go to galleries and keep growing and keep adding to that. My art is a combination of 100 different experiences and artists that I like, and TV shows and cartoons, and that's what makes us us. That's what makes us as artists unique. So keep exploring, keep looking. I think that's you're on the right path, but there is no end to it. So don't get disappointed.
Constant state of improvement.
Yeah.
Phantom wants to know, what do you struggle in art with the most other than creativity and new ideas?
Hands. I hate drawing hands. But no,
sometimes you struggle with being motivated to actually draw too. I think that sometimes you get like he woke up this morning thinking he was going to paint one thing, and now we're in the travel journal. So there you go.
Well, one of the reasons is because Blick isn't carrying my paper anymore that I wanted. And
let's blame Blick. That's a good
It is.
thing.
It's all Blick. I'm doing this because of Blick.
Yeah, okay. Where do I start if I want to start practicing on drawing facial features?
I've got some videos on that in the Art Hacks playlist, but honestly, it's a I would say find people that you want to draw, find pictures of people that you want to draw, and just practice it. But I would keep a sketchbook and just draw people every day. If that's something that you want to do, you're going to get better by just doing it.
Yeah. How do you motivate yourself to finish a project that you feel like giving up on?
It depends. Is the project something that you need to finish, or is it something that you set for yourself that you just kind of want to finish? Because hold on a second. Let me just make sure that I get this right. Because it's okay to tell yourself, I don't have to finish this. And you don't want to get into the habit of quitting, but you also want to be able to give yourself the ability to walk away when something just isn't interesting to you. Mm-hmm. You're making art to make yourself happy. And if art isn't making you happy, walk away, try something else.
Do you have any advice for a young artist?
Draw everything every day.
What are your thoughts on balancing warm and cool colors?
Oh, it's magical if you do it right.
Ellen says, and Ellen's here, by the way.
Hi, Ellen.
Hold on. Can we please make a Mr. Clock sticker? Please.
I'll just add it to the list.
I did. It's on the list. I want a clock sticker. I love him. Mm-hmm. Anyway, sorry. Ellen says, this is not an insult, but it makes me feel better to see how off some of the perspective is on Scott's drawing compared to the photo. I do the same, and sometimes I feel like a liar. Yeah,
and that's the thing is that I think sometimes I want to be... I think sometimes the authenticness of stuff just being wonky is better than it being perfect. And it has taken me a lifetime to convince myself to let it go, that it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's why I like the sketchbook, I think, is because the stuff isn't perfect. Like if you look at here's the tree that I'm drawing. Can you guys see this okay?
Hold on. Yes.
Okay. So just none of this stuff is meshing up exactly as it is. And because I'm just trying to squish it into this little tiny spot. But, like see how I'm having the tree branches go back behind this other tree, this dead tree here. And because I'm just feeling like, well, I want it to. So again, these things are... Art is your interpretation of what you're seeing. It's not a photograph of what you're seeing. There's a photo here. Let me see if I could find it.
We took a few photos, guys.
Hold on.
We took just a few photos.
All right, so there's this. Look at this cute little house.
It's not adorable.
It's not a house. It's a like a storefront, mm-hmm. Right? And adorable. So you can see it here. I don't have there's a sign, like I don't know what the sign is.
It's a pole.
It's a sign, yeah. But I'm saying, and then there's a tree here.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to add it. It didn't add anything to it. I didn't need it. Same thing for this one. I didn't add in all of the cables and the wires and whatnot. And I'm gonna, instead of the tree going this way, I'm having it kind of go this way. because I think it'll frame it a little better. But these are things that you do as an artist.
Interpretation.
Remember, you are not bound by real world physics or anything or what you see. You're allowed to draw it any way that you want to, and wonkiness is a good thing.
Scott, do you ever work with latex and silicone? That is a majority of the stuff that I work with at the park, as well as fiberglass. That's Danny.
Oh, okay. No, I want to because
He's doing really cool stuff. Though.
Yeah, I want to start sculpting, and I don't know how to solidify it. You know, like every time I've tried clay, you know, it cracks.
It's kind of funny, actually, that it cracks that much. It's comical at this point.
Yeah.
It's literally chunks of clay everywhere. A Variax wants to know any advice to draw on the going outside. I always try, but the changing environment often throws me off since I normally draw from pictures.
Oh, take a photo. That's why, if you're looking, I've been showing. I sketched this. But before I start sketching, if I'm sketching live, because like planes aren't really moving, you know, you're sitting, that's like, that plane's not going without me because I was on that plane. It was just delayed. So I started sketching, but I took a photo first because again, I only got the pencils done.
Yeah. And
so I knew I was going to, you know, ink it and whatever. So, you know, here I just got a really quick sketch and, but I took a photo. So I say always take a photo and then you can come back to it later.
Yeah, because the light will change, the environment might change, or you might just be like, there's too many people here who want to go.
Yeah.
Which happens to us relatively often. Yeah. Or it gets too loud and we're just like, yeah, we're done.
All right, I think
Marguerite says hello from British Columbia.
Hello.
And Blick says, can you think of another endeavor besides art where the training period lasts forever? We're always in training, like Rocky running up the steps of the museum.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true. I really can't.
Ghosty, Scott normally does tape down his art when it's a single sheet, not when it's in the sketchbook.
Yeah, there's no need to in a sketchbook. Yeah. Or at least not a good sketchbook like this one. You know, there's when I used to use the Canson paper, I would sometimes need to clip it down. Oh.
Riv Wilson says, the mods are doing fantastic work as always, by the way. They are indeed. It has been a day and my brain is not seeing all of these things and they're answering all the questions. And I love you guys. Thanks for being so awesome. George's Cartoons and Gaming asks, what art supplies do you recommend for a beginner?
Oh, paper and pencil. I know a lot of people, they just want to get right into painting. But honestly, learn to draw first.
Michael wants to know, do you draw portraits of your wife?
Oh, yeah, there's a video on it. There's a video. You know, Donna's been my muse and my model for 35 years. And, yeah, there's
Hey, you love painting me now. I've got wrinkles. Character lines, honey. You should like to paint me even more. Oh, God. I haven't heard a grandfather clock in so long. That brings back memories. I know. I love Mr. Clock. This clock was Scott's dad's clock that we inherited from him a little bit before he passed. Blick says, we think Scott's paper is available now on the website if it's the one he mentioned in the last stream.
Is.
Don't tease us, Blick. Seriously.
I literally have one sliver left of the Arches paper, which I know you still have, but
Phantom says, have you seen Blick stores in real life? It looks like every artist's heaven. We have not been to a Blick in person.
So the TV show I'm working on, this is the one, by the way, that I couldn't find. But we're working on a TV show, and
but we can't talk about it yet.
This summer, I should probably be coming out to record the voices. Actors, the voices in LA. So that's when I want to come visit the Blick store.
We are gonna go.
Okay, it is 10:07, so I think I can get a couple of these done.
Yeah, you have time. Hi, Scott. This is kind of an odd question, but do you like to draw mushrooms? I draw them a lot, usually with some kind of animal skull or a little elf next to them. LOL.
No, but that sounds like a lot of fun.
Finn, if you want some art hacks, try the art hacks playlist first. Blake, you're so funny. You are funny. We love you. Hey, Richard's here. Good morning, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Riv says, I've been trying out the Winsor Newton sketchbooks. They're 100% cotton and 200 or 300 GSM. Curious if you've tried their paper before.
I have not. And you know what? I was talking to Winsor Newton, and they mentioned that they had paper, and
yeah,
I think they were going to send me some, but
I don't know.
Yeah. Blow dryer. All right, so
I'm gonna butcher this name, and I apologize. I think it's Prathipa. Says, I am picture journaling for 2 years now, and I think I don't follow a theme or a way to journal from the very start, and I have only a few pages left to finish. Any advice for me?
Picture journaling. Mm-hmm. So you're not following a theme.
Mm-hmm. And they've only got a few pages left. Any advice?
You know what I've done sometimes is I remember during the pandemic, I think it was, I had like 8 pages left, and I was like, oh, I'll just do characters from Hamilton, or sometimes I'll just, I've got 4 pages left, I'll do each of the Beatles, so like if you have like 4 pages, paint 4 people from a band that you like. If you have 3 pages, like that's the kind of stuff that I do. Is I'll just pick something that will fit that number.
Everybody's laughing at my whole. Did Donna just diss herself with the wrinkles? I'm embracing getting older. That's my new thing. Donna just literally made me choke on my coffee. Blick says, we are seeing the El Aquarel Canson Heritage available now in sheets, pads, and blocks. If you can't see them, let us know so we can figure out why.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. I see the picture, like, in the main thing, like, when you look at it, but it only had rough...
Which one specifically are you looking
for? The one is... mine's fine grain is the one, the orange one. But it had, like, the other colors. Okay. But, great. I will... Because I really need it.
He's not kidding.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I know Fart Around Friday is usually just kind of a
it's
weird
fun.
Thing, but I really wanted to kind of get my sketchbook kind of worked in.
Let's see. Thank you for posting that, Bethany. You guys are great. They're following up on all of the things people asking questions about today. I really appreciate you guys. Terry says, hey, Scott and Donna. Scott, I just wanted to let you know, you might not know, but you got me through the last year. I was struggling so hard with my mental health. You're the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Says, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's funny because I have people...
Everybody's been struggling.
I have people who have done that for me.
Yes.
People that I follow and I just look for just a little source of joy and positivity.
Yeah.
And, I've been wanting to just kind of pay it forward in that way. And I also think that it's been really good for me to be honest with the struggles that I go through.
Yeah.
And I know it's not glamorous to say that, I'm dealing with this, or I don't like traveling, or I don't like my art, or I think I'm a bad artist, or whatever it is. But I think I am. But I think it's good for us to know that we're all human and that we all have these struggles, because we
can help each other that way.
Yeah, I think with the advent of like when Instagram was a thing, it was like everybody looked gorgeous and everybody, look at how Even the food I'm eating is
nobody
gorgeous.
saw the struggle behind the pretty pictures.
Yeah.
That's the problem with social media, is nobody sees the struggle behind it.
It's the photoshopping the body to make you look like you're perfect, and it gives. And I think that the world needs
reality,
more authenticity, and
we need to hold each other's hands and walk through this thing together. That's what we need to do.
Because
because it's not easy.
Well, to the person who was thanking me for that, it is, I'm struggling too, and so you're not alone. The point of it is you're not alone, and if me sharing my struggles or whatever, or even just my art helps, that means the world to me.
Yeah. Do you
blow dryer? Okay.
Do you like to draw insects?
Not particularly. I have nothing against them, but my friend, she goes by Sound of the Forest. She is an amazing artist who paints, I think, in oils, and she paints all sorts of insects. So if you get a chance to follow Sound of the Forest. Yeah,
she's great. Is Donna Scott's manager? If so, are there any employee benefits? Wow, how to answer that one?
She gets free art whenever she wants to.
Oh my God,
she has
so much free
art. When
art.
she was into Downton Abbey, she got Downton Abbey art, and then
He's got drawn so many Pride and Prejudice pieces. I do have a red panda that Scott did.
Yeah. So free art.
Free art, yeah, free art. I get that.
And she gets to hang out in the Hobbit hole. So I think.
Please. You kick me out of the Hobbit hole more times than you let me hang out in the Hobbit hole. Whatever. She gets to hang out in the Hobbit hole.
Blow dryer.
Let's see. Scott has not used charcoal since college.
So these are kind of, lots of times I look at these paintings or these sketchbook things, and I try to just remind myself that they're just kind of like thumbnails. They're just almost like in illustration we would have to turn in like color comps sometimes, where you're just kind of just giving the client, because they have no imaginations, like, well, give me a thumbnail, okay, now show it to me with some color, like what kind of colors are you going to use? And that's what these are. These are just like little color comps that they're not works of art you're going to put into a gallery. They're just little thumbnails. Yes, dear?
No. Nothing.
Oh, go ahead, tell everybody.
Nope.
Share with the class.
So I can't. I'm passing notes. Sorry.
Did I say something funny, Mrs. Sava?
Actually, no, you didn't. I got a funny text.
Oh.
Adam, Scott has a video on where he finds his photo reference. So you can check that out. That's in the Art Hacks playlist. Ghosty, in your trips for your travel journal, how many countries have you been to?
Oh, not too many.
Not enough.
Yeah, I'm not the best traveler, but we've been to
I'm gonna drug him
London,
next time.
Paris, Venice, Italy, and Spain. And we don't really count Cancun. We went on our honeymoon, and I got Montezuma's Revenge, so we don't talk about that.
Stop telling everybody that. Oh my God, nobody wants to know that. Have you played D&D?
When I was in junior high.
Have you tried the Winsor & Newton slow drying medium? It is a game changer for acrylic, though it makes it thinner. I would recommend it.
You're talking to someone who's literally blow drying their paints to make them dry quicker. I don't think I want them to dry slower. Blow dryer.
also the person who asked for photo reference, Scott did a video on photo reference.
Yeah.
So you can check that out. Ghosty says, hey, Scott or Donna, can you shout out my art teacher, Ms. Forrest? She's the best with little 100s. So shout out to Ms. Forrest.
Hey, Ms. Forrest.
I will tell you, when you have a student, we have had so many on here who have complained about teachers. If you've got a kid that is saying a shout out to the teacher that she's the best, that's high praise.
Yeah.
So hat is off to you, and keep doing whatever you're doing. Scott is drawing in his travel journal right now. Do you have any favorite musicians?
Right now it's Seal. Though I also like Keen and Stereophonics and
I'm listening to a few new things that my boys have talked about.
Really?
That have given me music, yeah. Danny says the Hobbit hole is the biggest perk. The Hobbit hole is the perk. He won't let me stay in it for very long. I come down, I bring him tea, I want to hang out.
Kicking her out in 12 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's a countdown. He's like, yeah, it's time. You're out of here.
Boys only.
Yeah, that's the problem. Oh, I get it. That's why Santa got to come over and hang out with you.
It's the He-Man Women Haters Club.
Oh, God. Please post a sign on the door, would you? That would be great.
No girls allowed.
Bethany says free art and lots of headaches. Yes, correct. Riv says your sharing really is helping a lot of people. Really appreciate you, Scott.
Oh, thank you.
You're funny. What is the longest time you've ever spent on a drawing?
Oh, that's easily the Animal Crackers movie poster. I spent, I don't know, 11 weeks?
No, 16.
I don't know if I can.
You spent 4 months on that. I'm telling you. Scott shouting blow dryer every time he uses it is great. Oh my gosh. Talk about your inspiration for the travel journal.
You know, it started as I was stuck in Paris on a layover with Tony Bancroft, my co-director on Animal Crackers. Now, Tony directed Mulan, but he was also like the lead animator of Pumbaa on The Lion King, and he did Cogsworth and The Beauty and the Beast, and Kronk in Emperor's New Groove. So he was always drawing, just drawing. And I was just so focused on hating the fact that I was stuck at an airport, and I hate travel and everything else. And he was just
been stuck at an airport a lot, though.
Yeah, but he was just sitting there sketching and whatever. And he's like, "Why don't you sketch?" And I always bring like a notebook or whatever. And so I sat and I sketched just like my bag or whatever. And I was like, and it helped pass some of the time. And it's funny because he did a sketch of me.
Yeah,
I think, and
I remember that.
because he's more character oriented, he's more like that. And
Santa has arrived in the chat.
Santa.
Good morning, Santa.
And so that kind of kicked everything off of just going, maybe I should do this. Maybe this would be something nice.
9 years ago.
9 years ago,
yeah, that was 9 years ago. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. The tree kind of looks like a dragon that crashed like an airplane.
Yeah.
Oh. George's cartoon says, hey, Scott, I just wanted to say thanks. You really inspired me to get back into art.
Oh, thank you. I'd love to hear that.
Oh, Terry says, I pray for you, Scott and Donna. Scott for better travel and less stress with autism, and Donna with being happier in the morning and help with her anxiety.
Oh, thank you.
We will take that. Thank you so much. We will take that. What inspires you? Where do you get your inspiration from?
Gosh, I mean,
besides looking at your beautiful wife.
Yes.
There you go.
Look at the world around you. Look at, there's so much beauty. There's so much talent. Seeing other people's arts makes me want to steal it, and oh, I want to do that. And so it's just, I don't think there's ever,
Yeah.
I mean, there are days where I just go, I'm so uninspired, and I don't know what to do. But honestly, those are fleeting days. It doesn't happen that often. And go to a museum, go to a gallery. You'll be inspired.
Santa wants to know how the zoo was.
It was great. We got to meet Z, who is a 9-month-old
clouded
leopard, and
oh my
he
gosh,
was adorable.
He was like a little toddler. He was the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, only with really, really long teeth and big claws.
Apparently, the clouded leopard are probably like the closest relatives
to the saber-toothed tiger. Mm-hmm. When they're adults, the males can be like 55 pounds, but their canine teeth can be
as big as the same size as a
like
500-pound tiger.
Yeah, yeah, like they can be like 4 inches long. It's ridiculous, but super cool. And he meowed like a little kitten.
Yeah,
and he made little noises. He was so cute. Oh my god. It's such a perk to be able to do that. It's so awesome to be able to do that. It's so much fun. Let's see. There was a question I wanted. Oh, Terry wants to know if the Draw Everything Every Day is over. I love doing them, but haven't seen them lately.
It is over for now just because I have not been able to figure out. We're trying to figure out both my schedule and YouTube. Right now everything on YouTube for us is just really chaotic, and
not getting seen a lot.
They want to push the shorts. So when I do the longer videos, it's getting like 5,000 views, which
then doesn't push it out so everybody can
considering
see it.
I have 1.6 million followers, they're not, obviously my followers aren't seeing it. So that's really what we're currently just trying to figure out. And so that's really it. And then, we were out of town too.
Yeah, that was sort of a last minute, like, pull the rug out from under us kind of thing.
Yeah, and like I said, and then I've got the TV show I'm working on. And so I promise you, as soon as I can get back to it, I will. Yeah. And we also want to see if it's possible to get back to more of the 60 Days of Studying the Masters.
Yeah, we're working on some things behind the scenes. We're going to see how that all comes together. Devin wants to know what's the longest you've gone without making art, including 3D modeling and animation.
Well, I mean, I did take 10 years off from making traditional art, and I was doing animation, and I was making my own webcomic too. But it was all digital. But I don't think I've ever taken more than a day or two off from no art if you count digital.
Yeah. How do you get to do those sorts of things at the zoo, like being close up with the animals?
So they saw a video that I did
when we went to the zoo.
On our own. And then
they reached out.
They reached out to us and they said, "How would you like to come and do some more videos with us?" That was really all it was. It was.
And we've been involved with the zoo for years because one of our boys worked there behind the scenes doing some stuff, and so we've always been really big with conservation efforts and whatnot. And so when we got a chance to go, we really are excited because we get to highlight things like the conservation efforts and the species survival plans that the zoo is doing and things like that. So it's pretty awesome that it's kind of a twofer.
Yeah.
Santa will be back in Tennessee at the end of May for a social media summit conference for St. Jude.
That's amazing.
That is
We're
awesome.
looking forward to seeing you again. I still haven't finished painting you from the last time you were here.
You better paint that before he comes back. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Oh. Do you like Harry Potter? Please bring back Harry Potter art. Oh my God. Scott has done so much Harry Potter
I've got
Potter
so
art.
much Harry Potter art. If you look, there's at least 3 videos on it.
Blick says, we never miss Scott's videos, even if we're supposed to be doing other stuff at work. Shh, we won't tell.
Yeah, thank you, Blick.
We won't tell.
But
you got any tips for drawing without a picture or reference?
There was Kim Jong-il, I think.
Kim Jong-ji.
Was so good at that, and he says he didn't have a photographic memory, but like John Buscema was one of my favorite artists. He was amazing at that. I think that's a very rare thing that you really need to draw every day what you see to be able to store that in your head and then produce it later on. You can always just draw from your imagination and whatnot, but you really need to have some basis of form and function and light and shadow, if that's unless you're doing like abstract art,
abstract art.
But honestly, I think you need to, if that's what you want to do, you still do have to draw every day to kind of get that into your head.
Yeah. To get the vibe for your
I was going to have this, tree kind of go into the word bubble. This is where I'm going to describe the day. But honestly, if you look at the photo, I think it would take up the rest of this.
It would.
Like I haven't got, so I'm like, I'm just going to cut it off, which isn't very
flattering,
aesthetically pleasing, because it's like without the leaves and whatnot, but it is what it is. So because I do have to write down stuff about the day.
Susanna says, "Hi Scott, you inspire me so much. You made me find peace in art because I'm very impatient. You have helped me through so much."
Thank you, Susanna. Is it Susanna or Suzanne?
Susanna.
Susanna. Oh, thank you.
He is drawing from reference from his phone.
Yeah, so you'll see I did like quick sketches. Like when I say quick, that's it.
Yeah.
And there's, you'll see depending on the time that I have, these I did on the airplane on the ride home. And
he actually was able to get into that
a little
zone.
Bit. Yeah. And
so
depending on how much time, like I was able to sit at our son's rugby game and paint.
Yeah, that was great.
Which was great because we were there for several hours.
Like 6.
Yeah. But the thing is that, I think I maybe spent maybe 15, 20 minutes on the sketch. And then they boarded, and so I kept my photo. But
it's really, I think if you want to capture what you're doing, every time I see Scott doing that, he just always sits down and the first thing he does is take a picture of what he's going to sketch. Yeah. And this is just me watching from being the other person with him watching. And so he always does that. And that's the first thing he does.
Yeah. And I think, like I said, that's the fact that, remember, I grew up, before cameras were a thing, before cell phones. Yeah. Not cameras being a thing, but before there were cell phones, and then then there were cell phones with cameras on them. So again, this is such a unique way of doing it that you're able to take a photo for later reference. That's unheard of.
There's a flip through video of Scott's travel sketchbooks, but there's no scans or copies, and that's my fault because he writes things in about our trips, and I don't want anybody to read it. Yeah. So sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't read what you're seeing right now. Don't read this.
Do you have any tips for when you have art block?
Yes, there's a video on that. But I say go to a museum, get out, do a travel journal.
Museums are every day. Wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, it is 10:30, and
So Tim says, "Thanks for your content. You've inspired me to start painting after loving to sketch as a kid."
Oh, thank you, Tim.
Scott did oil painting like years and years ago, and we did Comic-Con for 19, 20 years, something like that.
We haven't been back in
a long
16
time.
Years
yeah,
since we moved
it's
out
been
here.
No, that's not true. We did the first 2 or 3 years.
No, just the first one.
No, I thought it was
just the first one.
Really?
Yep. That was
anyway, so we haven't been in probably 15 years. And we were going to Comic-Con when it was only halls A, B, C, and D. Not the entire convention center down to like Z.
If you can imagine what Comic-Con was like in 1989.
Yeah.
That's when we were
when we were there.
You know, but we met so many amazing artists, and you know, we've made relationships, and
it was great.
And when the kids were born, they had the best time. We would bring them along, and
oh gosh, they got to meet Snoopy.
Yeah, they got to go to the
that was
Lego
amazing.
booth and whatnot.
It was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
All right. I have meetings, so I gotta.
Shoot, I forgot you had meetings.
So I gotta get going.
Okay,
but
just answer one more real quick.
Yes.
When was the last time you had art block? And then I'm gonna end the stream.
I'm trying to think if there was any recent ones.
Yeah, I thought there was one that was pretty recent. That's why I'm asking, because people are.
You know,
I guess I just want people to know that it's normal to go through art block.
I mean, I'll go through art blocks. Mm-hmm. I started making art again during the pandemic. Like regular. I mean, I was doing gouache paintings, but I started to draw every day. During the pandemic, and my art improved so much, but it was like, what am I going to draw? What am I going to draw? What am I going to draw? And then, but I will go through art blocks maybe once a month, and where I'll just go, God, I don't know what I'm going to draw. I mean, you can only do something so often, but I think the getting back and doing stuff like the hair journal made me really just happy, and that's why I've been doing the latest series. Because it makes me happy, and so sometimes you revisit stuff that makes you happy. You do hair journals or travel journals. You do draw everything every day. So for me, my art is chaotic. I don't know what I'm doing from one day to the next because that's how my mind is. Yeah. And so where I like to have stuff where it's like, I have a travel journal, or I have a hair journal, or I have a draw everything every day journal. So that way this feels very structured. This feels very structured. This feels very structured.
But from time to time, you don't know which one you're going to want to grab.
I get to choose, what structure I want to do. Yeah. So I might have a Harry Potter journal. I might have a gouache painting.
An animal journal.
I might want to paint in gouache. I might want to paint. I might want to just doodle with a ballpoint pen.
Having all those gives you the opportunity to try something
just see
whatever you feel like.
The way I look at it is like, I'm not going to eat the same food every day.
Correct.
So I have, but I'm a picky eater.
Correct.
So I'll have like 10 different things that I'll switch through.
Rotate.
And so what am I in the mood for? And every once in a while I want to try something I've never tried before, like markers.
That's very rare.
I'm talking art, like the Artex markers or something are fun,
Right.
But that's it. I mean, art block hits all of us. Yeah. It's just because just like I said, if you find a new food that you like and you eat it, oh my God, this is so great, and after a while you're like, okay, I'm getting kind of bored of this. Yeah. And that's the same feeling. It's just human nature.
Okay, so Blick says, Donna and Scott, we will follow up about the watercolor paper after we get a reply from the buyer. Sorry, it didn't come through in time for the stream.
Oh, no problem. Thank
you so much for checking into that.
Again. Like I said,
Nixia says, PSA, do not eat markers. Yeah. I love you so much. And
these are orange flavored. These are cherry.
Danny says, have a wonderful day, everyone. We love you, Two Real Geeks. Please go check them out on YouTube. Yes. Go check out Two Real Geeks.
This is bubblegum flavored. This is wintergreen.
Okay. Donna's ending the stream now. Thank you so much for being
everybody.
With us today.
We love you. We'll see you on Monday.
We love you guys. Yes, please don't eat the crayons either. Crayons are not good. Please. If you do the Crayolas, it's okay. Oh, isn't it World Crayon Day or something like that today?
Get out of here.
I swear, I'm not kidding. I saw it it was in my email. I think it's World Crayon Day. So, I know Staples is having 20% off on Crayola stuff. So, I don't know if Blick knows that it's Crayola Day. There you go. Go draw something today, guys. Have some fun. Use a crayon. Make Van Gogh. We love you guys. Have a great day.